first time I've had one of these in ages. Luckily it's very clean. Fresh muffin. Couldn't be happier. Extra lemon. The leader of the free world is now wearing a mask. That was really nice. That was 250 yen. It's just spotting rain at the moment. We've got the social distancing, but max. But a lot of people are. They're just doing driving. No, not really. I usually wake about 6 o'clock. If I sleep well, 7. I watched a few films yesterday. And recently I've been watching Craig Ferguson and all the women that Craig Ferguson talks to. Fucking, it's a great show that they should have given him that. I think it was probably just too sexy for the major audiences in America. But his rapport with guests is second to none. You know, maybe just a little bit too cheeky. That's all. Probably that's why I didn't get it. But you can see the women, you know, when he talks to the women guests, they just love him. But the thing with Craig Ferguson, he's got a Scottish accent, and Scottish accent is one of the best accents, you know, without a doubt. Almost as good as my accent, Yorkshire. But and he's a comedian as well, and he's not a bad-looking fella. He's done a lot in his life. He's an interesting guy, and you can see the women, they just love this guy. And some men too. But I don't like Billy Connolly. You know why? Because when he was fucking doing his comedy, there was a Scouser, a Liverpool guy, married to a Thai woman, and he said, don't just keep on talking about how you're going to kill him, threatening to kill him. And they fucking did, they killed him. No show should ever have this guy as a guest, ever. He's advocated killing a fellow British person in the sake of comedy. What a cunt. Where are you now, Pen? Which part of the world? So yesterday I spent I spent the day stripping whites. On the weekend I had 350 yen to my name, which I used. I kept finding 100 yen coins. So on Saturday, or was that Sunday? Oh, I bought a carton of milk on Saturday, and then on Sunday I found another 100 yen. I bought some bread. So I was stripping some copper wire. The good news is the copper wire is 660 yen, and I got about 12 kilos, so that was good. But I'd run out. I couldn't fucking sharpen a knife, and I ran out of blades. Was a transit capsule hotel for this purpose? Yeah, I should have another 10 kilos or something. So hopefully I start. I don't know whether to do that today or just start collecting some steel. Sorting the truck out. I want to go around at night collecting steel. Oh, okay. And how much was the transit hotel? Well, I think, as it's proven in America, 71,000 people. Was that Saturday? 71,000 people. These are just the people that can't dare go to the hospital. 195 euros. Fucking hell. And how many days did you have to stay? I said you fucking. Well, mate. Yeah, of course they are, yeah. You're forced to pay. When we used to travel, I didn't know you could stay at the fucking airport. You could stay at the airport in a special room, and I didn't know that. So one time or two times, we slept in the fucking airport, waiting for the flight the next morning, and then we found out you could stay in this room, which wasn't too bad a price, about $25. Well, my she's postponing a trip to Australia, so maybe but I don't know if it's going to be cleared. I don't know if it's going to be clear because it's part of university, but until February next year. But we just have to see what's fucking happening. Yeah, it's not going away. No need to correct that. No, it's not. Especially with the fucking. Well, it's worse than the flu, isn't it? No, but even now in England, they're saying after all the fucking trouble we've had in England or Britain, they're saying you don't have to wear masks if you go in the shop. What about the poor cunts in the shops that have to work there? Because it just increases their chances of catching the virus. So they're giving no say to the fucking people in the shops. If there's a lot of it, like in Japan, I spoke to a doctor on Saturday, and he was I asked to see this doctor, changed the doctor in the last minute because he spoke fluent English, and he said that there were in this area there were 2 cases, and that's because they'd been to Tokyo. So all the cases are in Tokyo, and there's nothing in this area apart 2 people. Yep, it's just a habit, and so thank God. Yeah, but not everybody was wearing masks though. And since once the problem started, that just increased to over 90%. You know, the, someone said this in the Daily Mail online, maybe virus within a year. But it does look like they've got medicine which can save people's lives. So they can still get the virus, but if they take, there are certain medicines they can take which will relieve the pressure, which will relieve the pressure on the body, but they're not getting it. Well, I think we've already known about it. We've already known about it, haven't we? The main thing we've known about it is that it does. Look, if you're looking in America now, it transmits very easily, especially amongst fucking idiots. But I've only been asked once to put a mask on, and that was at a hospital. And I remembered I got one in the back of my bicycle, and so I went back to the bike and I put the mask on. They took my temperature. I've had my temperature taken a few times. But like if someone said, "Can you wear a mask?" I either don't go in or I'll find a mask. And the hospital, yeah, but yeah, and then, but they said, "Is it remdesivir?" And why don't they just ramp up production of this fucking drug? This drug should be, you know, it's a fucking pandemic. This drug should be, the makers of this drug should give people permission to mass produce it, to fucking save people. Because it's doing, I just read something now in America, the morgues are at 97%. They're bringing in refrigerated vehicles. This is America. They're bringing in refrigerated vehicles to help out with the morgue. And this is going to catch up probably in Brazil and probably India. What we need to do is tax. See that with the church, they got 1.4 billion fucking dollars. They don't pay any fucking tax, and they got 1.4 billion dollars. Can you fucking believe that? They should be the opposite. The churches now, especially these evangelists, they should all be fucking taxed 70% wealth tax, without a fucking doubt. I'm sure that these fucking evangelists now, they're spreading the message. Don't forget to fucking tithe. Don't forget to donate. They're evil folks. Yeah, but the thing is, Pen, when the hospitals are being tied up like this, other cases, other operations are being cancelled. So that will increase the death rate amongst those people because they're not getting seen to, they're not getting help. Ed, long time no see. How's your hips? Hips don't lie. Oops. Little old fella's going now. His little morning job at McDonald's finished. I went to the doctor's on Saturday, and guess what he told me? Fucking Americans are dumb. The majority. Apparently someone told the doctors as he was dying on the table, it's not a hoax. Oh, I asked the thing. I asked him about my blood test when they took a blood test about a year ago, and I says, was there anything else in there, that might indicate any other problems? And then there's something called the BMP. There's something called the BMP, and it's something to do with peptides, and they can trace this in your blood, and this can tell you, because when if you get heart failure, these appear in your blood, these BMP, and but the doctor's saying it's a bit high, and he says in a normal person it's like 0 to 20, and I had 40. But I did research on this, but apparently, if you've got problems, it's close to 100 if you've got problems. So it's just another Japanese doctor, bloody putting too much stress on when there's nothing there. But anyway, I did an X-ray of lungs and urines and blood test, ECG. ECG was okay. So next Saturday I'm going to go in for a sonogram. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to ask him to do a sonogram of my liver, see if there's any problems with there. Then go after that, just see what I'm going to do. The thing is, Ben, I live on the second floor, and I'm going to the second floor like at least fucking 30 times a day. Yeah, I've just been telling Penn the British government are now saying they're not going to make it compulsory to wear masks in shops. I don't think that's a good idea. Does it really fucking hurt that much to put a mask on? I didn't have any drink. I did the reverse. Because I had no fucking money. The bank accounts are dry. There's 0 yen in both bank accounts, and so I didn't have a drink Saturday or Sunday. I did Friday though. I had a beer and a bottle of wine on Friday, bottle of wine on Thursday. So I'm going to try and, well, that's not a problem. I'm just going to try and get some money together, because the good thing about the son, I paid 4,000 yen out of 5,000 for hospital tests. Fucking really cheap. 5,000 yen for 2 months of drugs, and so ECG, blood test, urine test, What was the other one? X-ray. Can you imagine that? X 5,150 yen. How much would a fucking X-ray, just the X-ray cost in America? That's why it's a bit chatty with the nurses. So I think, oh, that's what they're going to do. Just fucking hell, isn't it a joke? That's a fucking joke, isn't it? Yes, I'm going to have on Saturday, I'm going to have a sonogram of my heart, and hopefully I'm going to ask him to do the liver as well, and also a test of the heart and lung capacity. You know, like doing a treadmill. So, but like I said, I don't think that's going to be too much either. So that's great. So I just got to save up this week for that. Then if I can, if there's nothing wrong, I put me in mind at ease. I'm thinking of selling my pension fund. But apparently in England, because of this problem with the COVID and people dying off, which has been very high in England, like 30% of people did something with their pension funds. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, selling the pension fund. Oh, you said that before the other day. I can't pronounce. That's why I phoned my sister up. We hadn't spoke for a long time, and I said, "You're sounding chirpy." She was dead the next day. But maybe because she, like it's only been 2 days though. See if I can give it a week off. But last night so I've been looking around the house here and there, like I've been finding like these coins, and sometimes I find a 500 yen coin here and there, but I couldn't find. I really wanted like a drink last night. I just felt like a drink. Been working hard, and so even just like a 100 yen box of sake or a chuhai. You're from Ireland? How do you pronounce that name? Is it not Ailing? Amin? Have we got mutual friends, Amin? I'm just wondering whether to have like another, not an egg McMuffin, but just a muffin. 100 yen for a muffin. It's got to be good value, hasn't it? That's the same in America, isn't it? For a muffin, 1,000 yen. I mean like $1. Oh. Yeah. You just don't. If you just one drink, with just one drink, I find if I've had like a few drinks, then you want to eat more. Where did Mr. Lolo go to? Have any of you eaten like more than one Big Mac at a time? The Big Mac challenge. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw something in the, was it 130, 120 degrees in the Death Valley? You try the intermittent fasting, Ed. Yeah, what I used to do is a long time since I've flown now. But last time I flew from Tokyo, and I because like if the plane fucking crashes, if the plane crashes, I might as well eat food before I go. So I went to the sushi shop. It's the last sushi. It's the last sushi in Japan before you leave Japan, and I just had some sushi at the at that kaiten sushi. And I could also, and also the guy spoke English at the sushi shop, so that was good. Yeah, when I was sick the other week with food poisoning, it was only 30 degrees, and I thought, fucking hell, what's happening here? I didn't realise it was food poisoning, and I felt really bad, and I thought, if this is what it's like now, what's it going to be like when it's 35 degrees? Fucking hell. How much is your air conditioning bill, Ed? No, it's not too bad then. It's not too bad given the fucking. Have you got it on? Have you got it on 24/7? When I was, when my father-in-law was alive, to lose weight, I did run in over 30 degrees in Japan, and I had on two pair of trousers, a fucking sweatshirt, big fucking jacket, and then I ran for about 1 hour, and then I went to my parents-in-law's house and I drank a large bottle of Kirin. Fucking amazing feeling, just quenching your thirst after doing something like that in that heat and with all those clothes on. Amazing feeling to do, just to fucking drink it down like that. Fucking amazing. I was talking to this cunt that was trying to sell me on these. It's a company in America that does electricity. It's also a pyramid selling thing of electricity. and he was saying his monthly electricity bill was like $450 a month. I've heard of it. I can't remember who was in it. Is it on Netflix? No, I do drink Guinness now and again when I get a chance. But like recently, the money's not been good, so I did a video actually, and I've done a couple of one where I drank a pint of Guinness really quick, and then there's other one where I bought 3 pints of Guinness because with the discount ticket and the happy hour, it was like 710 yen per pint. Yeah, friends with a duck. Okay. Yeah, in Japan it's between $9 and $10. 900 yen, 1,000 yen. But it's easy to drink once you get into it. Yeah, you need a special tank. I think you need a nitrogen tank with Guinness. DC. You should call him DC. Eh? 24 ounce, that's a big drink in it for $2. When we went to Hawaii or America, I'd get the big bottles, and you could get Steinlager from New Zealand. That was a decent price. I don't know if you guys are on drugs or you're drunk, but you really need to work on your social intercourse. It looks like two of them, or it could be one person with two names. Or is it Tommy Boy? Right guys, you're just really weird, okay. Try to be unweird next time. Right guys, I'm gonna get off. Some white of steel and strip. I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.